At this very moment, when you watch this video, there is an AI agent somewhere booking the entire vacation of a person in terms of flights, hotels, and restaurants without a single human being pressing the button. One of the other AI agents has identified that a security breach has been detected at a large company and is in the process of correcting it. A third one is writing, testing, and pushing code faster than a team of programmers ever could. The twist in this is that the majority assume that AI agents are some fancier chatbots they're not, and that misperception is costing you opportunities at this present moment. I am going to reveal to you what AI agents actually are, why they are not anything like ChatGPT, and how they are about to completely transform how work is done. Keep watching, as by the end of this video, you will start seeing AI agents everywhere, and how big tech companies are placing bets to the tune of billions of dollars. 1. Understanding the basics of AI, the foundation. Let us begin with what you know. The models you're using when chatting with ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini are called large language models, an LLM. It works like this. You put an input in, the AI ponders all the information it has, and comes up with an answer. Simple, right? Thou queries it, it answers. Control is with you. This is where it is interesting, however. Ask ChatGPT, "What is my next appointment, Totting?" And it won't even know whether to say that to you. Why? It cannot look at your calendar. It does not know any of your personal information. It is basically an incredibly intelligent person in a room with no windows or internet. This shows one very important aspect of fundamental AI. It is reactive rather than proactive. It waits and then it answers what it already knows by your asking it. It is not able to search the outside world and act in the real world. But what if we could change that? What if we could give AI the ability to look things up, access your data, and even take actions for you? That's where our journey gets really interesting. Second level up, AI workflows. When AI gets tools, this is where it gets interesting. And suppose you say to an AI system, whenever anyone inquires when their schedule is, always first look on their Google Calendar and then tell them about it. When you inquire of the AI with the question, "What is my next meeting?" Zerenia, it does not shrug as well. It will actually read your calendar, find the information, and tell you when your next meeting is. This is an artificial intelligence task cycle, one artificial intelligence that applies tools and uses specific instructions. It is as though one places that smart individual in the room with a telephone and a set of rules to play around with. Here is a real example that will blow your mind. I have developed a process that can be used to automate the posting of social media. The following describes how this works. Each morning at 8 a.m., it analyzes news sites, selects the best news, summarizes them by using AI, generates interesting posts to LinkedIn and Instagram, and posts them automatically. All automatically. By the time I am sipping coffee, my content strategy is already coming to life. However, here is the kicker on it, and this is important. I had to program each step. I explained to it in what order, as well as when and how it had to do it. In case something bad happens or something needs to be changed, I will have to do it by hand. There is a lot of power to the AI workflows, though they are still just following script that humans write. They are analogous to highly advanced automatized navigation systems. They understand how to do what they have been told to do, but they require a human pilot to give them their orders. 3. The breakthrough. True AI agents. Here is the revolutionary part. Imagine if I did not have to code each step, but could tell the computer my desired destination and have it work out the path to get there. Here is where the AI agents come into the scenario, and they transform everything in absolute ways. An AI agent does not go by a script. Instead, you assign it a task, and it thinks about accomplishing that task, figures out which tools it requires and what methods to use, experiments with them, gains experience, and improves through trial and error until it finally succeeds. Shoot, I will give you a picture. Rather than programming the social media workflow sequentially, I could simply share with an AI bot the task of coming up with compelling social media content that can lead people to my webpage. The agent would then reason, I should know what kind of content would do so well on this audience. And then there's the process of analyzing previous posts and figuring out what they can do to end up in the most popular places in their industry, researching competitors, creating multiple content choices, testing various formats, measuring the adoption, and constantly optimize depending on whatever works well. It is not following orders but making decisions. Here is a practical example, and it is being deployed today. AI agents are being used in customer service, and these agents do not simply provide pre-written answers. They reference all of the history of the customer, can visualize the context of their problem, can research the solutions on a variety of databases, can liaise with other departments when necessary, and can develop without any form of human intervention a customized solution. The difference is the key? Children? Actually, cheerful treatment is China blue. The decision maker is the AI agent. It is logical thinking, working out issues, and making their own way to the answer. 4. What AI agents really do. The React framework. The question you are probably asking yourself is, what decisions exactly do an AI agent make? The solution comes in what practitioners term the React framework, and it is not as difficult as the term sounds. React is a combination of reasoning and acting, and that is what it does. Reasoning. The AI agent ponders on the problem. What is it that I am trying to do? What is my information? What do I require to know? What is the best strategy? Fewer see to flames as flames. Acting. This is the role of the AI agent to make actions through the available tools. It might search the internet, access databases, send emails, make calculations, or use any other tool it has access to. But here's the brilliant part. It doesn't just reason once and act once. It continuously cycles between reasoning and acting, learning and adapting as it goes. Think of it like a detective solving a case. They don't just guess the answer, they form theories, investigate, gather evidence, revise their theories based on new information, investigate more, and keep going until they solve the case. That's exactly how AI agents work, except they can do this process incredibly fast and with perfect memory of every step they've taken. 5. Real-world AI agents you can use today. I will demonstrate AI agents that are in use today that you can start using immediately. Generative AI, GitHub Copilot. Workspace can go a step further and even write all the code, test, debug, and deploy a site based on a description of the same, like developing a site of a local restaurant. It is not simply auto-completing your code, it is thinking through the whole architecture of a project. Research agents? There is more to using a tool like Perplexity Pro than search and summarize. They design research projects, cross-reference various sources, define information gaps, and end up with elaborate write-ups with appropriate sources. Personal assistant agents. A full-packed digital life with tools like AutoGPT can help you. Speak to it and say, plan my trip to Tokyo, and it will research flights, book hotels, create daily itineraries, and make restaurant reservations, check visa requirements, etc. Business process agents. Businesses are implementing agents that are utilized to process entire processes and workflows. Lead qualification, invoice processing, customer onboarding. This is not script following, it is judgment and improvising to account to rare circumstances. The insane, heavy part, it is a young company, and this is the time when you take a look at a comparison with what will happen with the first iPhone and the one that will be released in the future. 6. Why this is important to your future. That's why you had better get yourself acquainted with the AI agents. They are not redefining merely technology, but the nature of work itself. Within 5 years, AI agents will do what will presently have to be done by teams of people. Here is the twist, though. It is not about replacement, but amplification. Those who know how to work AI agents will become so powerful. Consider this. What would it be like to have an endless force of highly intelligent assistants that would work around the clock on your projects? What would it be like to not only delegate tasks, but also set goals and have confidence that they will be achieved? Certain industries will be changed in the blink of an eye. Law research, financial analysis, text writing, software development, marketing campaigns. These are only some of the fields in which AI agents are proving to be savvy enough to handle tricky tasks. It gets deeper, however. AI will serve to democratize expertise. Small companies will utilize capabilities that were once dependent on large workforce. Small-time authors will be pitting against the big companies. They will also be provided with personal tutors 24/7. It is not a question of whether AI agents will transform your industry. It is a question of you being prepared when they do. And that is it. AI agents are not smarter chatbots after all. They are self-governing problem solvers that reason, act, and iterate until they accomplish what they have set out to. These are the difference between a smart assistant and a thinking partner. The not-so-distant future of AI agents is not very distant indeed. Now you're ready to identify them, learn about them, and more importantly, capitalize on them. What kind of an AI agent would disrupt the work or business that you do? Leave a comment down below. I read all of them, and your ideas may very well be part of my next video. If this jolted you awake to the reality of what is really going on with AI, then press that subscribe button because we are just getting started. See you next time, stay curious, stay ahead, and remember, the future will belong to those who will see it first.